The first game of our triple header here at the Pilipinas Super League Presidents Cup 2024 at the Caloocan Sports Complex features two teams really needing to get all the wins they can to stay out of trouble when it comes to the next round. Kaya medyo mabigat po ang ipupuhunan nila ngayong araw dahil tatlo pa ang laro natin ngayong Sabado dito sa napakagandang sports complex na ito. And to show you what we're talking about, RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods really need this win. AO Kings, JIKIRI, INDANAN SULU actually also need a win to climb up a little bit higher in the standings. And later on, the Manila City Stars take on One Munti, Sure Homes Realty. But the big game, the Binyan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tires Game X, towing the league up against the home team Caloocan Supremos. Mabuhay Pilipinas and welcome to the continuing coverage of the Pilipinas Super League. I'm Bill Velasco, joined at courtside here in Caloocan by none other than Noy Africa. Good afternoon, Noy.
Good afternoon, Bill. And all the games, from here on out, will have playoff implications, and we're just really waiting for the games to get started.
All right, let's check out the team standings to show you what exactly Noy is referring to.
And you can see here the two teams, RCP needing a victory. A sweep for them in their last two games will give them that number 16 spot. While for the Alpha Omega Kings, they're hoping to get some wins to have better, favorable matchups come the playoff.
All right, let's check out the previous game of the Demigods. They were having some troubles because Paulo Hubalde was recovering from a calf injury. What are the numbers there?
Yeah, that's right. And luckily for RCP Shawarma Shack, we do have Paulo Hubalde in the building in that last game against Cam Norte, losing by 8 points. They really struggled from the field, only 39%, while giving up to Cam Norte 51% from the field. And then they were really out-assisted, and itong Cam Norte was able to outscore them in the paint 40-32.
And they were held scoreless in the last 2 minutes of that game. Meanwhile, one bright spot, of course, as always, Jason Celis coming into his own in the latter stages of this tournament.
That's right. And, during the absence of Paulo Hubalde, Jason Celis was able to step up for the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods. In the previous 3 games, he was only averaging 2 points per game, 6 minutes played. But in that last game, finally broke out with a hot hand, finishing with 17 points, 4 rebounds on a very efficient 7 out of 12 from the field, and able to hit on 2 out of 4 3-pointers.
He was out here on the floor 2 hours before game time shooting.
Yeah, together with Karandang. So we're expecting him to really have to step up to give RCP this victory.
At ito isang masasabi nating bagong luma, si Kojak Melegrito, still plugging away after all these years.
Now, even with the additional weight, still really doing everything on the court to try to give his team victories. In the previous 3 games, was only averaging 6 points in 4 rebounds, but in their last game, double that, 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And hopefully he can provide additional firepower, even with Paulo Hubalde coming back for RCP.
All right, let's check out the previous game of the AO Kings, meanwhile.
They're coming off a loss against the Mustangs in that game. They gave up too many second chance points, 22-9. They were really dominated inside, 54-36, and their bench just not able to come in. And, they have one of the better starting fives here in the tournament.
All right, meanwhile, as always, we look for heroes in these situations. We have Archie Salo.
That's right. Also, Archie Salo trying to emerge, trying to find minutes. As we said, very strong starting five for the AO Kings, and an opportunity for the bench guys to find a role. Archie Salo finally joining the fray for them, finishing with 19 points on a very efficient 75% from the field.
Also, Adrian Celada finally reappearing again. He's been disappearing.
That's right. And Adrian Celada, he's one of the leaders of this team, together with Mark Doligon. And whenever whenever he's producing, that just really increases the opportunity for this team to win. And in the last game, a very efficient, near triple-double performance, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and on top of that, 6 3-pointers made.
Wow. Meanwhile, our marquee matchup to cap this introductory segment off.
And a very battle in the backcourt that we have here. Nino Ibanez and Charles Caliano, two guards who will be leading their teams. Nino Ibanez averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists against Charles Caliano, who is only averaging 10 points, but still very important to a real vital cog for this AO JIKIRI INDANAN SULU Kings.
All right, and for more inside information, let's turn you over now to Daniel Laguardia. Daniel?
These teams are definitely aiming to get all the wins they can get for today, Bel and Noy. Kaya para kay Coach Justin Dada of RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods, he said that they have to finish strong this time around dahil yun nga daw ang nagiging problema nila in their past few games. Sabi nga rin niya that kailangan na ilabas at itodo na ang lahat for today. Lalo na they will be missing the services of Jan Baltazar and John Polillo, but however, they already have Paulo Obalde back on the court. Para naman sa AO Kings, Charles Caliano mentioned that it's their team's first time here in PSL, and getting into the playoffs is already a big win for them. However, they are still seeing themselves as the underdogs as they have practiced every day for 2 weeks to prepare for this game. Dahil sabi nga ni Charles, mas maganda raw na makuha na nila ang panalo heading on to the playoffs. Kaya let's get this ball rolling. Here's Gio Cruz for the starters.
New PSL fans, and welcome to our first matchup here in Caloocan Sports Complex, Caloocan City. This is the 2024 Pilipinas Super League President's Cup. And now it's time to meet your super teams. First from your RCP Demigods. Starting forward number 35, John Carandang. Also at forward number 9, Andre Dada. At center number 24, Christian Hernandez. Starting guard number 1, Nino Ibanez. Also at guard number 0, the Aquaman, Paulo Hubalde. Head coach, Justin Valdes Reyes, assisted by Joseph Anton Dada. Team manager, Justin Mark Dada. And now let's meet the starters from your Alpha Omega JIKIRI INDANAN SULU Kings. Starting forward number 26, Jonas Silva. Also at forward number 39, Derek Sumapong. At center number 6, John Gabriel. At guard number 13, Joshua Saret. Also at guard number 30, Charles Caliano. Head coach, Greg Santos, assisted by Jay Patigao. Team manager, James Anton Ong, and team owner, Anton Ong. Our game officials, John Lester Celeste, Henry Garcia, Julius Dula, Jerome Chester Kai. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. This is the 2024 Pilipinas Super League President's Cup.
Here are the starting lineups on your screens. Ito, with Paulo Hubalde back, mas magandang chance ng Demigods.
Yeah, that's right. And that backcourt with Nino Ibanez together with Hernandez at the center, Dada Carandang at the forwards. You got Caliano, Saret at the guards, and you have Gabriel at center.
Very evenly matched teams actually. Dada with a 3-0 outburst.
And Dada has really, sorry, I think that was Saret.
Oh yeah, it was Saret.
Yeah, and you know, one of the problems for the AO Kings is the bench points. That's
Yes.
why I think they're bringing in Mark Duligon off the bench to try and increase that.
At kadalasan kasi si Duligon tsaka si Celada lang ang nagdadala talaga eh.
And together, of course, whenever Jean Gabriel is there, that's the big three right there for AO Kings.
The Kings trying now for a quick fast break. Luckily, the Demigods get back on time. Saret trying to get some room. Shot clock at 8. They fire a long one.
That's a welcome three coming from Charles Caliano. He's more known to be a slasher. He scores most of his points in the paint.
6-0. Ang laban ng ito actually parang iwas pusoy eh, no? The higher you are up in the standings, the less chance you end up with Binyan.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, that's why you want better positioning so as to avoid all those teams at the top, yung Binyan, you got Nueva Ecija, San Juan, even Quezon and Caloocan.
Speaking of Binyan and Caloocan, they're seeing action in our third game tonight. Paolo Hubalde, mukhang nakapahinga.
Yeah, that's right, and that's a welcome sight for RCP. Actually, for RCP, their best finish, if they do get to sweep their 2 games, they will finish at number 16.
Okay.
While for the AO Kings, they have an opportunity to go as high up as 11. Their worst finish is 15, so they are already in the playoffs.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They beat the clock, but nothing else. And meanwhile, they throw the ball away.
Let's see how Paulo Hubalde has recovered from that calf injury.
They give up an open 3-pointer from the corner.
That's very dangerous. Nino Ibanez has really been carrying the load for the AO Kings in the absence of Hubalde.
Blind side. Turnover. 4-on-2. Fast break in the making. Hubalde gives it back. They get an easy 2.
Forever unselfish is Paulo Hubalde in this tournament. He is averaging 7 assists per game.
Kailangan eh.
And he really has to involve his teammates para dumali rin yung buhay niya.
Tama. 1-point lead.
You know, Paulo Hubalde, he can easily score 20 points in a game, but you know, he's gonna need a lot of help. And so far, it has been Ibanez who has helped him, as this time he sets up Dada for that easy layup.
And everybody else becomes a threat.
That's right.
Open 3 again. Not this time.
It's not really the strong suit of Charles Caliano, only shooting 29% from the 3-point area in the tournament.
And you know, if you look at the stats of any basketball game, there's a category there called team rebound. So what is a team rebound? That's a team rebound. The shot went out of bounds. Nobody really got the ball. 6-5. Oh, Gabriel running all over Hubalde. Getting deflected. Hindi makapaghintay eh.
Throwing his weight around but not getting any points.
Ito. Nagmamadali ang RCP Shawarma Shack Demigod. Parang nagiging gantihan yung laro, no?
Clearly bothered. That time was Hernandez on the defense of Gabriel.
That was a really bad shot. That's a really bad foul.
But they're still not in the penalty, so I guess that was just to prevent the RCP Shawarma Shack from any easy 2 points. Coach Buds Reyes, the father of Tito Mikey Reyes.
Sabi mo eh. Who am I to doubt? They lob it inside. Good read.
And he was supposed to finish that, you know, getting fed that easy attempt at the basket. 2 assists now for Paulo Hubalde.
7-6 and they are in the lead. The game slowed down a little bit. Oh, Gabriel got into trouble here. 2 men on him, tries to shovel it out. They get the baseline instead. Very active ang defense ngayon ng Shawarma Shack, no? That was a risky pass.
Probably should have held on to that, but right now that interior defense of RCP Shawarma Shack just holding the fort.
You know, the AO Kings are taking a lot of reckless shots.
Oh yeah, and you know, not really much of execution right there. They're just trying to go to the mismatch of Gabriel in the post.
And they were trying to go inside the paint for a mismatch, but the preemptive foul. Ito na, lima kaagad ang ipapalit ng AO Kings, including Mark Doligon.
Well, I think this is, you know, so far in their wins, the bench has been averaging 35 points per game. In their losses, only 20 now. If you get Doligon and Celada coming off the bench, you're definitely going to hit easily that 35-point mark.
What happened? They were doing so well in the beginning, then both teams are now struggling.
Yeah, but I think the defense has really started to tighten up. Let's see if the change of manpower on the floor will change the pace of the game.
Paulo Balde takes a reluctant three-point shot. The Kings want to run. Maybe not.
Andren Celada does not need much to heat up.
May carry over ba?
May carry over. I mean, in the last 5 games, he's been shooting 43%, I think, from the three-point area.
Very healthy. Ubalde went up without the ball, but there was a foul.
Seeing Ubalde still on the floor. The foul will be called on Jonathan Balyon.
Yun, nadaganan pa. That's gotta hurt.
Well, it's still too early in the game for Pauli Ubalde to look for some time to rest. But he knows it's going to be a long game for him if he wants to drag RCP to the top 16.
Good thing he has that protective mullet on his head.
Something that I do not have.
Oh,
First coach Jade Padricao looking to give AO Kings a victory.
they tried the pick and roll. Bucket and one situation.
And Hernandez will score his 4th point, just really doing well, moving off the basketball. That time, gets the foul and the basket.
Nabubutas ng Demigods yung interior defense ng AO Kings.
And if you look at the interior of the AO Kings, whenever John Gabriel is not on the floor, that usually parang it's the parting of the Sulusi.
Yeah. Kasi kung ikaw yung sentro, sino tututukan mo? Yung may bola o yung papasahan?
Right, especially...
Ito naman ang maging sakit ng ulo ng Demigods. Si Mark Duligon at si Andren Celada uminit.
Definitely, yun nga, earlier, all they had to do was really pack the bus under the rim with John Gabriel.
Forced shot. Ubalde deciding against a fast break. Dangerous pass to no one in particular. Duligon is fouled, preventing the fast break.
A duty foul there for Pauli Ubalde, seeing that Celada and Estose was already running the break.
Our score is still 10-9. Penalty na ang Kings, ang Demigods hindi pa. Good first step by Duligon. He'll have to earn it from the free throw line.
And again, when you look at Mark Duligon, you wouldn't expect him to be this deceptively quick. That deceptively quick first step. Nagugulat ka na lang, biglang naiwanan ka na. I mean, if you look at him, he looks very heavy. But when he has that ball in his hands, can really just accelerate at a moment's notice.
You will disappear.
You will disappear in front of him for sure. And if you try to body up on him, more often than not, that's going to be an even harder thing to do, especially with the bulk that he has on that frame.
However, unable to cash in on the free throws. Ubalde trying to facilitate. Shot clock at 9. 7. Kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. Yes!
Even with his teammates just standing around, it's really just Paulo Ubalde looking to find the gaps in that defense of the AO Kings.
That's a good point. They're not really moving.
Yeah, it's really just Paulo Ubalde moving inside on their offense.
More active on offense, meanwhile. The AO Kings. Duligon. The clock expired on them.
That's already the second awkward shot that we've seen Mark Duligon take, but he really plays that way. He's a little awkward and a little unorthodox, but still very effective.
Tsaka, hindi niya kasalanan. Binigay sa kanyang bola. Huli na eh.
Yeah, with 3 seconds remaining, he had to manufacture something.
Melegrito comes into the game. He is joined by Osicos. Ubalde. Parang ang dali ng basketball. Ano?
You know, at some point, Paulo Ubalde will just really need to just take this game over.
They tussle for the ball. Demigods wind up with it. Melegrito. He's thinking three. He gets three.
Paulo Ubalde just really finding the open players.
All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game. 19-9.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13. The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13.
What happened? Nalinggat lang ang AO Kings. Biglang lumawang ng 10 ang RCP.
Well, those back-to-back threes really boosted the offense for the RCP Demigods. As you see, Estose right there, able to get a three-point play off a foul by Dada.
Dada is going to have to sit.
It's already 2 personal fouls on Dada.
Teams are really having a hard time with free throws.
Well, actually, most teams have been really struggling with free throws here in the tournament.
Yes, we encourage you to come to the games of the PSL, and you might even get to spot a wandering Grumo. Sandy Grumo will be doing the second game for you. Trying to distract us, and luckily that's why Noy Africa and I are paid the big bucks.
Well,
19-11.
Well, there's enough time for you guys to come in for that big game
Oh,
later.
yes.
That
Oh,
Binyan
my goodness.
versus Caloocan matchup.
Ganda nun. Paulo Ubalde back to Kojak.
And you know, despite him hitting a three-pointer earlier, still unmarked.
No respect.
So you're gonna have to respect a man called Kojak.
Oh, yes. Please explain for people under 40.
I really don't know who he is actually. Actually, the scriptwriter told me to just ask you.
Okay, I'll get you for that, Joel. Kojak was a detective series featuring the bald Greek-American actor Telly Savalas, who was famous for chewing on lollipops while solving cases. Final minute, 24-13. The outside game has really benefited RCP Shawarma Shack Demigod. Doligon has only had one great play to his name so far. Celada's gone blank after his first bucket. Simple lang ang banda, no? That's why that little white square is there.
Yeah, that's right. And so far, the AO Kings, that defense has suddenly disappeared here for the latter part of the first quarter.
Wala nang execution, ano? There, finally, they get something inside.
And RCP not really doing quite well on defense, but their offense has really just started to hum. Now
They
they're
don't
up
seem
at-
to care. Ubalde kicks it out. Melegrito from the opposite flank. Ayun, medyo sobra ka na. So the first quarter ends with a barrage of outside shots from RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods, and they are now on top by 11 over the AO JIKIRI INDANAN SULU Kings. We'll be back with the second quarter. This is PSL.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13.
The NBA on Setanta Sports is coming to Blast TV. Get 3 months free trial on your streaming access to the NBA games, the Premier League, and La Liga on Setanta Sports. Plus, Tap Sports, Premier Sports 1 and 2, and Premier Football, and many, many more. Go to promo.blasttv.ph/Setanta and enter the voucher code to claim.
Kojak Melegrito brought his guns to the game.
Coming off the bench, hitting back-to-back threes. Went 2 out of 3 in that first quarter. And together with Paulo Hubalde, who is now on a triple-double watch with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Bilis, ha?
Really just doing everything for the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods.
Oh, nakalusot. And you know, for the AO Kings, walang isolation para kay Duligon eh. Kaya hindi siya maka-score din.
And as you see, the first quarter field goals, RCP 55%, only 30% for the AO Kings as Doligon adds to his point total with that basket.
But you can sense, you know, the frustration starting to pile up. Coming off the curl.
Just one shot for RCP.
The lead is down to 8. They have a lot of talented one-on-one players itong AO Kings. Kaso, walang spasyo eh.
And they're probably gonna really need to space that floor.
Wow, easy pickings for the rebound.
Too easy there for Ken Osicos. No one boxing him out as Gabriel was already leaking on the other side of the court.
28-18. A minute gone by in the second quarter. Napalakas yung pasa. Same can be said on the other side.
So right now, both teams really getting too hurried on their offenses as that putback coming from Osicos.
And Paulo Ubalde is quickly sent back to restore order. Parang, ang gulo nila, pasok ka nga.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why you want him on the floor.
Tough matchup though against Mark Duligon. Still hasn't gotten the range yet from perimeter range. Pero from outside, no problem. Takes it quickly to the floor. They miss it. Melegrito stepping on the gas. What do you know? He steps on the gas, then uses the extra muscle, makes it, and gets fouled.
It's like a bulldozer with nitrous oxide
Ayun.
right there.
I'd pay to see that.
And Cagliano could not do anything that time. You know, whenever I look at Charles Cagliano play, he's one of those guards that likes to play in the post. So parang power guard, but you cannot call him a power guard whenever you see Kojak right beside him.
Suddenly a 13-point game.
As a fast break point so far, 9 for RCP. Sulu still unable to get anything.
Yun ang problema. They don't seem to be structuring their offense.
Yeah, they're really trying to just go to the mismatches as there's another easy basket this time from Jason Celis.
Well, their defense needs work too. 15-point bubble. The league on for 3. They're just, it's like a scrimmage.
And I think they're gonna have to work some two-game action with Gabriel and Doligon, hoping to make RCP make the adjustments. Because so far they're just standing around also on defense.
And meanwhile, RCP Shawarma Shack Demigod is winning. They have doubled the output of the AO JIKIRI INDANAN SULU Kings. 36-18. They need this timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
Aiming to really enter the playoffs, Coach Justin Dada of Demigods mentioned na walang pinagkaiba ang laro na ito sa iba. This is still basketball at nandun pa rin yung factor na who wants the win more. Dagdag pa nga niya, they reminded their players na kailangan nilang gustuhin manalo, hindi yung gusto lang nila maglaro. Back to you, Belanoy.
Oo nga naman. But you know, you're down 18 points, still 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Does not look good for the AO Kings.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not enough that they just came here to play. You know, they're gonna be benefiting if they're gonna share the basketball like that three-pointer from Andre and Salada.
But when you notice the AO Kings, first pass, tira kagad eh. Walang ikot ng bola.
Well, the thing is, the RCP is giving them those shots. That's why they're taking them. As we have Osikos with another basket. That's 6 points for him.
Not much taken off the big lead. Gabriel, step back. Walang tulong sa rebound. Valde taking charge as usual. Lahat ng open gumagawa eh.
You know, they're really gambling on defense, leaving Osikos to take those shots, and so far it's been making them pay already. 8 points for Ken Osikos.
Lead is 19. Celada, he's gonna need help. There, ito yung sinasabi ko, walang isolation pa kay Duligon. Nice handoff.
Well, that's better spacing, better execution. That drive by Duligon, forcing the double, able to drop it off to Gabriel. You know, he's that wide open, nothing RCP can do.
Well, the Demigods see something they don't like. They call a timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
Well, Celada, the lone bright spot so far for the AO Kings, and the brain trust of the PSL, Farley Aguila and Bong Baribar, always in attendance. 40-23, under 6 minutes to go. So si Mark Duligon, gusto nang pumukpok, kaya lang hindi nakukuha yung bola eh.
Yeah, that's right, and you're seeing here RCP calling that timeout. They're really wary of this lineup on the floor for the AO Kings, because really a lot of mismatches there that the AO Kings can take advantage of.
Gabriel got fouled off that good pass by Duligon.
You know, Mark Duligon in their last game only finished with 9 points after having a string of 10 straight games with double digits.
40-24. Biggest lead is 19. More defensive pressure now by the AO Kings. But Melegrito still no respect for his three-point shot.
And he's really taking advantage of that. The top scorer for RCP now with 12 points.
Off the bench.
Off the bench, that's right.
Celada. Yan, nire-respeto pero nakakatira pa. Gabriel. Easy.
Well, Gabriel had a mismatch on Melegrito for quite some time already in the paint. Eventually got the ball. Nothing Melegrito could do.
Oh, that's an offensive foul. Looks like it.
Clear as day. Really initiated the contact with the shoulder.
Watch this.
A little bit of embellishment
Oh,
on
naman.
the part of Caliano, but nevertheless, whenever you lead with that shoulder, you're gonna be called
Mas
for
malasa
charge.
pag may konting toyo. (43-26). Approaching the midpoint of the second quarter. So little progress for the Sulu Kings. Not much yet. Nakawala si Gabriel na nagasa. He'll get 2 free throws.
Well, they're putting Gabriel on better positions on the offense, as you see right there, allowing him to put the ball on the floor. Nothing really Montero could do.
No.
But I admire his courage for standing in front of a rampaging Gabriel.
Bigyan ng medalya.
Well, he's gonna really feel that tonight.
Oh, yeah. Dada returns for the Demigods.
You know, Gabriel did miss their last game, but before that, he was really performing well in the previous 4 games, averaging a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. So doing also the playmaking role from the post.
The lead is still 15 for Demigods. Pick and pop. Doesn't drop. Ito, si Duligon. Nakakita ng espasyo. Nanlaki yung mata.
And had an even bigger target underneath. That's Gabriel now with 8 points.
Now some head. And look, the Demigods are just content to just walk up the ball. No need to rush. We have the lead. O si Miligrito, talagang hindi nila pinapansin. But this one was an air ball.
Well, I'm guessing sooner or later they're expecting Miligrito to tire out. But before he did, he already has 12 points.
And now, RCP Shawarma Shack opting for more size than shooting.
Because right now it has been Gabriel who
Yes.
has been doing the damage for the AO Kings.
Duligo now asking for the ball. Finding Celada, Gabriel. He lobs it inside. Oh, weak pass. All day. That's what the 2 new players bring. Rebounding and some fight back.
Lucky to make the stop was the AO Kings.
Celada lining one up perfectly. Oops. Spoke too soon. Good blanket job. They try passing inside the paint. Doesn't work. 3-on-2 situation. Dada plowing his way into the paint.
Joshua Sare trying to draw the charge, but was really just too late to establish position on that play.
Much na much, no?
But right now, RCP really having a lot of success whenever they push the basketball, while for the side of the AO Kings, they really need a lot of off-ball movement, because whenever they just dump the ball in the post for Gabriel, RCP just really converges on him, and has been able to force some bad shots on Gabriel.
Medyo na preno yung paghahabol ng AO Kings. There you go. He's been trying that one-hander all day long.
It's already the 3rd shot we've seen him take with the one hand, but really no success so far.
Ubalde again feeding his teammates. They get the ball back miraculously. Ubalde in a tight situation. Ito AO Kings naman. Dribbling on the end line.
Running out of space is Gabriel that time. Great stop there from Karandang, who's really just putting his body on the line against Gabriel.
Under 3 minutes to go. Neither team really bothering to give up any fouls here. They go inside the paint. There's a foul.
And with that assist, Derek Ubalde already with 10. As you see right there, being the post playmaker, finding the cutting Karandang for the basket and the foul. Smart Doligon will sit as Jonar Silva will check in.
So the lead is back up to 18 after it was down to 13.
Yeah, but the RCP Shawarma Shack suddenly tightening the screws on defense.
Not the game we expected. They go inside. Gabriel missing though. Oh, Ubalde had his pocket picked.
And Gabriel really the lone bright spot already, the first player in double digits for the Alpha Omega Kings with 11.
The lead is still a formidable 16. Walk in the park. Ubalde.
Just too easy for RCP. That defense of Sulu just not present.
Some good opportunities here for the Kings.
That was a great setup there coming from Gaa. Wide open three. Knocked down by Estose.
1 minute, 15 seconds to go, second quarter. Ubalde tries a three. This one's long. Ito, medyo nagmamadali ang AO Kings.
But no basket for them.
Gabriel thought about it. Hey, what do you know? Lead is suddenly down to 12. RCP needs a timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13.
Go Jack Melegrito. 12 points already.
And definitely the AO Kings did not expect him to come out firing this hot. 3 out of 5 in the three-point area has really created the separation that the RCP Demigods currently enjoy.
Their lead is 12, 53.8 seconds. A couple of big outside shots from the AO Kings, pulling them closer.
Right now, both teams actually shooting very well from the three-point area. 7 out of 17 for RCP and 7 out of 15 for the AO Kings.
Pero yung sa RCP kasi dikit-dikit eh. Sunod-sunod kaya ramdam mo.
2 of those coming from Melegrito on back-to-back hits.
The screen Ubalde. Bad pass. The Kings want to run, but mabilis ang Demigods sa depensa. Another three-point shot cuts it down to a single digit.
The three-point shot has been the weapon for both teams. And this time it's Sulu coming back on 3 three-pointers from Makabalyug and 2 from Estose.
Ibanez with a great escape. Final seconds. Not this time. So, some progress made by the AO Sulu Kings. But still, the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods lead 52-41 at halftime. Here's our super move of the game, brought to you by Dumper Party List. Clean getaway. Ang bumenta dun yung ngiti niya pagkatapos eh.
The easiest points that he scored so far.
All right, we'll be back with all our halftime stuff. This is PSL.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13.
The NBA on Setanta Sports is coming to Blast TV. Get 3 months free trial on your streaming access to the NBA games, the Premier League, and La Liga on Setanta Sports. Plus, Tap Sports, Premier Sports 1 and 2, and Premier Football, and many, many more. Go to promo.blasttv.ph/Setanta and enter the voucher code to claim.
Hey, Hoop fans, welcome to the President's Cup 2024 Top 10 Plays of the Week. Let's dive straight into the action, starting with number 10.
Kay Robles. Casillo ni Rollo pa sa ere.
What a finish from Gasillo, playing the game of its life. Gasillo now with 15 points.
Yeah.
At number 9.
Denzel Wong on one side and Martinez on the other. Tough job. Pick your poison.
Kita niyo si Roger, kaya to. Tapa.
Top 8.
And look at that, they force a turnover. 4-on-2 situation. Foul and basket.
Nakatingin na rin. Very aware na ngayon, nakakampi ni
Oo.
Garcia si Derigi kasi.
Wala kang papasahan.
Oo. And Del Prado.
Making it on 7th.
Mac Barakael.
Yes.
Bench points 33-19 for the Caloocan Supreme.
Sliding into number 6.
Intercepted. Nobody home, partner.
And Alves with a slam.
Sunod sunod ang mga Pumas dito. Picking up their offense after the timeout. There's a 4-point lead now for the Titans.
Through at number 5.
Here's also Tayong Tong with a drive. What a move there by Tayong Tong.
To evade the last line of defense there of Camacho.
Cracking into the top 4.
Dico puts the move, he spins. He uses the pass and scores.
Pero Pangaliban rising up quality off the bench guys.
Podium time at number 3.
Quick escape and scores it.
Everything the defense is good. The shot is left one.
At number 2.
Kenny Rogers dancing for freedom. Oh! It's one for the highlight reel.
He is the man of the hour para dito sa Binyan. What a game
That
for
was
this
a
kid.
magical shot. 50-34.
And the top play of the week.
Ian Torres back to Harkin inside to Paul for the slam.
What a great setup there. Harke with a drop pass to Turco, who goes in for the two-handed jam.
And Paul Turco tying this ball game at 6. Oh, that's one for the highlight reel. 13-24.
That's a wrap for our top 10 plays of the week. Stay tuned for more basketball brilliance. And until next time, keep the hoop spirit alive.
That's what I'm looking for!
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13. The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13. The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13. The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
52-41 ang ating halftime score. Noy, how did we get to this point?
Well, the three-point shooting has been the story for both teams. RCP getting an early lead. Coming off those three-pointers, their biggest lead was at 19, but the AO Kings able to come back with some late three-pointers, two from Estose, one from Makabalyug, even able to cut down the lead to just, I say just, because it was an early 19-point lead, now down to just 12.
Ito, medyo nagsipag na nung bandang uli itong AO Kings.
Yeah, and the AO Kings will really need to play the full 20 minutes in the second half if they want to come back. As you see, both teams really scorching from the three-point line. 41% for RCP, Alpha Omega Kings 47%. Points in the paint surprisingly going the way of RCP Shawarma Shack against the bigger Alpha Omega Kings, 20-14. And turnover story, 6 turnovers for RCP, 8 for the Alpha Omega Kings.
And you're taking a gander at our leading scorers from the first half.
That's right. And, Gabriel leading the way for the AO Kings. Not really much of a surprise because it's usually either him, Celada, or Doligon. But the surprise in the first half, the emergence of Kujak Meligrito as the main gun of the bench for the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods, finishing with 12 points, spiked by 3 out of 5 from the three-point area. As you see right there, Meligrito with 12, Hubalde Osicos with 8, Ibanez with 7. On the other side, Gabriel with 11, and a surprising breakout here for Estose already with 10 points. And then you got Celada with 6 and Joshua Saret. And also a triple-double watch for Paulo Hubalde already with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists.
All right, Bill Velasco here with Noy Africa and Daniel Laguardia coming to you live from Caloocan Sports Complex. First of 3 games today.
And, very exciting games with playoff implications. The second game, Manila versus Juan Monti, and the main event, Binyan going up against the home team, Caloocan.
All right, we've got here faking a flop. That's an instant technical.
Well, that's going to be hard, faking a flop. But,
Or faking a foul then.
See right there.
You couldn't let that one go. No, he was heading to the exit.
Well, he was trying to draw that also earlier itong si Paulo Hubalde. This time, after a warning, already a technical and an opportunity for Sulu to come even closer.
Uh-oh.
Not really something you see every day. Of course, Joshua Saret once scored 89 points
Yes.
in a high school game playing for the JRU Light Bombers.
Doligon back to the inbounder. Offensive foul.
Really threw his body on the defender. That time was Silva. See right there. A good defense there by Hernandez.
52-41 still. And this is the pace of the game that Shawarma Shack likes.
Well, they do have a Paulo Ubalde to run their offense. As you see, better defensive intensity for the AO Kings.
True. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. They fire one. Doligon down the middle. Makes it.
I don't know how to describe that shot that Doligon
It's the
just did.
deodorant shot.
The deodorant shot. That's the version of Doligon of the Kilikili shot.
Yeah.
And must really love literature,
Yeah.
the mastery of English on that shot.
Explain that to him.
Pectus na lang.
And you know, they've been sticking around in this 9-point lead.
Well, they know that they have the veterans to close out a ball game. So at this point, they just want to stay close.
So nagkakahata ka na sa ilalim ng basket.
It has really been a tough afternoon for the bigs of the RCP Shawarma Shack. Demigods, especially Hernandez, having to contend with veterans like Doligon, and then you've got Gabriel.
Nevertheless, they get the ball back. So, balik kay Paulo Ubalde. Na libre. That's effort.
And that has really been the reason why RCP is ahead, that really the advantage on effort and work rate against the Sulu Kings.
Now for the AO Kings, they're trying to find somebody to create. And look at this, Meligrito was leading the fast break.
Yet another fast break point for RCP, 13 against just 6 for the AO Kings.
And the lead is also 13. Doligon finds an opening. Try that hanging in the air one-handed shot a little too much today.
Not really been very successful.
And somebody's got to be open. Nice pass inside the paint.
In this game, I think we have to create another statistical category, the effort points
Oh,
for the RCP Demigods.
give and go.
Well, those inside incursions really should be the strength of the Sulu Kings. They do have better scorers inside, but it's RCP having that edge in points in the paint, 24-18.
7.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Ubalde. Ano, minamalas na sa three-point shooting ang Demigods.
And it's really hard to maintain a very high percentage from the three-point area, as even the AO Kings starting to miss.
3-on-1 situation. Could have passed it off.
Not really the best way to run a 3-on-1
Yes.
with Doligon being the lone defender.
All right, let's find out what Daniel LaGuardia got during halftime.
In the dugout, the AO Kings had a positive atmosphere where they told each other na i-enjoy lang ang laro. Coach Jade Padregao told them na kumpiyansa lang pag pumapasok at gumawa rin sila ng sarili nilang galaw dahil nababasa na sila ng kabilang team. Dagdag pa ni Coach Jade, their goal is pagdating ng third quarter, lamang na sila. Back to you, Bellanoy.
All right, let's see.
It's still a lot of work for them to do. Still down by 13.
Gabriel missed the follow-up of that Doligon miss. Back to the corner. I feel like it's target practice.
Yeah, but not a lot of targets being hit at this stage.
Preemptive foul by Saret.
And so far, I think RCP should try to continue to push the pace because some of the players of the AO Kings are really lagging behind on defense.
Yes. Good observation.
But fortunately for the AO Kings, RCP starting to miss from the outside.
Oo nga. Dumadami na nga. Parang ano na, attendance check na. No look inside. And Miligrito was not looking either.
Yeah, but that was actually good recognition there for Paulo Hobalde, seeing that Gabriel was defending him in the perimeter. Someone was going to be wide open underneath. You see the steals. So
Wow.
RCP with 8-4 for Sulu Kings.
Doligon.
Still that,
Pwede naman dalawang kamay, di ba?
still that one-handed shot, and Ibanez taking advantage on that miss.
Doligon stopped the experimenting. Luckily, they got a three-point shot.
Joshua Sarit could be the start of something big if he can string some points together.
Almost midway through the third quarter. They whip it inside.
And I like the patience there for RCP, and Hernandez again getting a basket off the ball movement.
There's a little nudge on the entry pass.
Well, if you're RCP, you'd want Hernandez engaged on the offensive end para ganahan siya on the defensive
Yan.
end. You know, yung bigs kasi whenever they don't get anything on the offensive end, yung on the defensive side, medyo nagdili-dali.
Oo. Nakakawalang gana. Uh-oh. Dribbled into traffic. Dangerous lead pass. Great return.
You like the trust that Hobalde has on Ibanez giving
True.
that lead pass.
Doligon has his pocket picked again. 3-on-1 situation. They do the alley-oop.
That's the way you run a 3-on-1 fast break.
And the lead for RCP Shawarma Shack Demigod is back up to a healthy 18 points. And they are doing it off their defense. We have a timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Live at IBC 13.
Para sa RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods, Coach Butts mentioned that the problem with the team during the first quarter was instead of wiping out their opponent, the team goes along with the pace and the team is back to relaxing dahil lamang sila. Dagdag pa ni Coach Butts, this time lamang sila sa tao pero hindi nila ma-wipe out. And in the defensive end, pag hindi nila ayusan, baka mawala pa yung game. Back to you, Belanoy.
Okay. Point taken. In the first half, they're up by 19. It went down to 9.
Yeah, that's right. But right now they're trying to push the pace as finally Mark Doligon scores another basket for the AO Kings.
Since the first quarter, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Mamaya kaliwang kamay naman daw gagamitin.
As Ibanez continues to cook here, already with 15 points for RCP.
He's cooking toasted kings. Now it's all Mark Doligon. Where's Celada?
And it's Ibanez on the other end having so much more success as Doligon and Gabriel again lagging behind on defense.
The lead is 20. Make that 17.
Paulo Valdez should know that Saret can hit that.
Ubalde. Siya naman ngayon, isang kamay. Oh, he takes the ball back. Gives it inside. They fumble it. They get it back. They fumble it again. Long fast break pitch. Good read of the situation.
And perfectly placed.
The Demigods have seen their lead trimmed down to 15. We have a timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13. The
Couple of substitutions now made by the Kings.
And also for RCP, you got Ibanez checking out after scoring 10 of his 17 in the third.
Wow. Ito, another turnover forced by Sulu.
Estose continuing his good performance in the first half, coming off the bench here now with a steal and a basket.
Ubalde double team. Melegrito with another rebound. Goes the reverse. You know, he may not get off the ground much, but he stays there for a while.
And certainly he creates some
Oh,
separation.
great block. Ito naman, foul.
You gotta love the defense being played here by Hernandez, being the lone big pretty much for the side of RCP. But the erasure
Huling
right
huli,
there.
oh. That was eradicated.
On the offensive rebound, was forced to foul John Gabriel.
2:21 to go, third quarter. Gabriel makes the first.
For the AO Kings, their real advantage is in the paint with John Gabriel, but they're putting him in positions where RCP can easily help. And that's why, you know, even with the 11 points, not really that effective.
Yeah. (72-59). Now more defensive pressure. Parang tumatiming lang itong Sulu, ano?
Yeah, they don't really put pressure all the time. Parang ginugulat lang nila yung RCP, and that time able to force that turnover.
Ibanez quickly sent back in. The lead continues to dwindle. Gabriel, easy reach.
It's a walk in the park if he gets in that deep.
11 points. Under 2 minutes. Ibanez gives it up. Shot clock at 8. Melegrito for 3. Wala na.
Naubusan.
Long lead pass, Saret. Not alone.
And now it's the AO Kings we're seeing starting to run the break.
The Demigods burn another timeout. The lead is 9.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
All right, what cues this transition defense for Sulu?
For Sulu, what you want to do is try to put on some more pressure on the side of RCP. But what could be the problem here is do they have enough gas in the tank
Yun.
to do this for another minute and a half in the third and the full 10 in the fourth quarter?
Paulo Obalde getting his rest on the bench. Turnover. Ito. Bad pass.
Could have gone all the way that time.
Short stab.
Exactly what Celis did on the other end. As we're seeing a frenetic pace being played here in the final few minutes of the third.
Last minute. What's the call?
It's a foul on Montero. Although Montero claiming that he was pushed by Caliano.
That's what I thought.
He was anticipating the bump that really didn't come. He will
Then he
be
gets a warning.
warned for resentment.
55 ticks left. Oh, they need those.
So far, the AO Kings 5 out of 11
Aray.
from the free throw line, and that could hurt them in the end game.
Six of 12, 50%.
So lead back down to 10.
Oh, there's a foul.
And that's a foul that the Kings could still give. It's only the fourth team foul.
46 seconds left. Negrito will wait for the three-point opportunity. But it's not going to come this time. Strong drive by Sulu. Can't seem to make up their minds what to do. Ito, 3-on-1 situation.
And I like how decisive RCP is whenever they get that ball in the open court.
Final seconds, third quarter. They try to beat the clock. They don't. So after a healthy 3 quarters, still RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods lead AO JIKIRI INDANAN SULU Kings by 12 points, 76-64. We'll be back with the payoff period.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
Daming pamatay sunog, ano? Here's our marquee matchup.
Nino Ibanez with that 12-point explosion in the third quarter has really just left Charles Caliano in the dust, so to speak. 19 points for him, only 4 for Caliano. And Charles Caliano will need to wake up if he wants to help his team get a victory here, which could really help them move up into the standings and hopefully avoid the top teams up in the standings.
And you know, the Sulu Kings have been able to climb back, but never all the way yet.
Yeah, I think it's really a matter of consistency, because there are situations where they put pressure on the basketball and then they just go back to their normal defense. As you see, the Demigods, 24 points in that last quarter. Finally, the Kings able to keep in step with them, but they're still behind by 12.
Meanwhile, a miss by the Demigods. Duligon back on the floor. We haven't seen Celada in a long time.
That's right, and Gabriel continuing to work inside already with 17 points and 14 rebounds, and they're gonna need the outside sniping of Celada.
Wow.
That's too easy right there for the Demigods.
Almost a turnover. Foul instead.
I'm trying to see if Celada is still on the bench for the AO Kings.
Ubalde back on the floor.
Already working on a triple-double, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, and 6 steals.
Konti na lang.
We might even see a quadruple-double
Oo.
for Ubalde.
They kick it over to the corner. Duligon asking for it. Gets it back. Gives it up. They beat the clock and make it 3.
See another body on the floor. Celis and Caliano with a little bit of extracurriculars.
Yes. Lead is down to 9, by the way. Good timing for Sulu Kings.
Nothing really going on there. Just 2 players jostling for position as the second three-pointer of Makabalyog has again cut this down to just a single-digit advantage. They called an unsportsmanlike foul on Celis for taunting. A technical, I'm sorry. So another opportunity for the AO Kings to come closer.
So Gabriel will get the free throws. Inbound for RCP Shawarma shot. Demigod.
So another missed free throw for the AO Kings, 6 out of 13 in the ball game.
Balde. Melegrito still has the green light to shoot apparently. Medyo nahiya na. Ubalde blocked by Duligon. They get it back. Melegrito carves up so much room.
Melegrito, not really the longest of players, but likes those stretch layups. Same thing for Mark Duligon.
8:09 to go.
They're almost the same height, but a little wider is Kojak, but that's a very interesting thing to watch. That matchup as Duligon will score his 11th point in the game.
Melegrito set a screen, then rolled to the basket. Shot clock at 5. Ubalde bailout 3. And that's big.
That's what we like about Paulo Ubalde. Whenever he needs to score, he is able to do that on a regular basis.
Set up an outside shot. There's a foul on the play.
One of the few times they've found Gabriel deep in the post. That's going to be a development here. The 4th personal foul on Hernandez.
Malaki yan.
He has been the lone interior defensive presence for the RCP Demigods, I'm sorry.
By the way, Adrian Celada is not on the bench of the AO Kings.
After only having played 10 minutes for the AO Kings.
Ngayon pa na kailangan, ano?
trying to make a game out of this, lead down to just 10 points.
83-73. I marvel at the way the guards bring the ball up through traffic.
And aside from Ibanez has really been doing a good job for RCP.
Ubalde gives it up. And they get the ball back. Fresh clock too. It's a turnover.
Like how Makabalyog that time able to keep in step and stay in front of Paulo Ubalde.
Under 7 minutes to go. They lob it inside. Great pass.
And with Hernandez no longer on the floor, it's going to be easy pickings for Gabriel underneath.
Yes.
Already with 21 points.
8 na lang ang lamang ng Demigods. Balde. Fall away. Short. Melegrito in the tall timber.
Really love the effort plays coming from Kojak Melegrito. Unfortunately, threw the ball away. It's already 5 rebounds for Kojak.
83-75. 6 and 17 to go. 3 fouls on the Demigods, 1 on the Kings.
RCP now forced to gamble, putting Hernandez back on the floor.
Oo. With 1 foul left. To Ligon, pounding it in.
At that time, going into the body of Paulo Ubalde. This time will finish using 2 hands. 3-point opportunity with the lead down to just 6.
Mahaba pa ang oras natin. Uh-oh.
Yet another missed free throw for the Kings.
Ibanez gets the ball back. They're looking for a shooter. Ubalde, drop step, spin move. All day, all day.
You said they were looking for a shooter. They have a scorer in
Yes.
Paulo Ubalde.
Little more breathing room. The Ligon, hurried 3 off the back iron. 3-on-1. Wraparound pass, kick out. Too much muscle behind the shot. Sayang. Ito, maganda. Umiiwas na lang eh.
Good business decision right there for Ubalde.
Yes, he needs his nose.
He needs his nose for sure.
Balde. Oh, make no mistake. Gagantihan. Pero parang pagod na rin ang players ng Demigods, ano?
That's right, and it's an opportunity here for the Kings to cut this lead down to just 4 or 3.
And they have done just that. 85-81. Pero hindi tumatawag ng timeout, ha?
Yeah, but we're expecting Ubalde to facilitate the offense. Sooner or later, he's gonna have to handle that basketball.
Or not.
Well, I did forget that Ibanez was on the floor.
How
leading
could you?
scorer for them with 22 now.
Oo nga. Ito na, pasubo yung Sulu Kings. Uh-oh.
Already thinking of what to do with the basketball even before he caught the basketball. See right there, Ibanez caught Estose with his hand down, took the shot, knocked it down.
7-point game. Under 4 minutes to go. Uh-oh. Sinalo yung pasa. Melegrito giving chase. Almost took it. Yes, he
What a
did.
stop. Miligrito has really been just that a bundle of energy and effort.
Oh, he's got the foot speed. Look at this. He's coming out of nowhere.
Knew that his only chance was before Gabriel could put the ball over his head.
7-point lead. They're protecting. 3.5 minutes to go. Shot clock at 9. Ubalde fouled and makes it.
Almost lost control of the basketball. But,
I thought he might have traveled.
you like the composure being shown by Paulo
Watch this.
Ubalde.
Yeah, that was like 4 steps. Or is that a Euro plus Pinoy step?
Yeah, but he didn't really get control of the basketball.
True,
and
it
the
was tapped
dribble.
loose.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go to court.
Basketball court.
Kumain ka na kaya? 90-81. Okay, 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. The Kings need this timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
All right, here are the numbers. 3 and 15 to go. Demigods in the penalty. John Gabriel.
Well, he has managed to let the AO Kings stick around. 23 points, 16 rebounds in a monster performance. Add to that 6 assists. So, you know, it's still a manageable lead. 10 points with 3 and 15 remaining, but the defensive intensity has to really be very consistent for the AO Kings.
And they need stops, period.
And if you look at the field goal percentage for both teams, very high, 52% for RCP, AO Kings 45%, but it's really the defensive end that the AO Kings will need to make those adjustments.
Gabriel and Dorigo, I don't know if they've really sat down the second half. Well, he's not done yet, apparently.
Once again, they go to that mismatch inside.
8 points separating the two teams.
Especially with Hernandez already with 4 fouls, he's really just going to give token resistance in the paint.
Balde finally using the pick. Whips it out. Karandang buries a 3.
That's big. That time, you know, Ubalde has been trying to penetrate inside. This time was a setup for Karandang.
Back to 11.
And with that rebound, that gives Paulo Ubalde his triple-double.
There you go.
16 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists.
They're trying to put this game away, though. They lob it inside. Presence of mind to pass it out. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Back-to-back threes, creating this 14-point lead now for RCP.
14 points, a minute 54.
I don't think there was a timeout called on the floor. No timeout.
So it's becoming mathematically improbable now.
See that ball just deciding to fall in.
Now the Sulu Kings will just have to content themselves pitching up Hail Marys the rest of the game, not this time.
So far, none of those prayers being answered.
Look at the defense. 8-second violations. Oh, that's one.
And what's really confusing for the Sulu Kings, whenever they've put pressure on the basketball, they've had a lot of success, but I don't think, probably not enough endurance to play that way for the full 40 minutes.
Well, 14 points with a minute and a half. extremely difficult.
Although we've seen in the recent game between NKT and San Pedro, NKT was up by 10 with a minute and a half remaining, but San Pedro able to force turnover. Overtime.
So Melegrito putting the finishing touches on this game. We have a timeout.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, Converge FiberX, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Finn Cotton, Media Partners, Fiber TV, Blast TV, and Bola.tv, live at IBC 13.
So let's look at the team standings again, partner.
With a win here, RCP will go up to 3-14. 1 foot in to qualify for the number 16 spot, as if they fall into a tie with Siniloan, they have the winner over the other advantage.
And the president of the Filipino Super League, Chris Bautista, at every game. Si Paolo nakikichismis pa sa atin, eh, no?
Well, he deserves to make chismis with the performance that he's had on the floor.
16-point game. Hinahayaan na lang, no?
So we have some substitutions. A substitution actually for RCP.
Some more ball handlers to avoid any untoward turnovers.
But they did take out Nino Ibanez, who is one of their better ball handlers.
The AO Kings holding on to some slim hope. Shot clock at 7.
They're going to have to push the tempo here.
Go for another 3. Or quick 2. Uh-oh. The referee got slightly disoriented there.
But this is actually reviewable. But it seemed like last touch was on the AO Kings.
Yes. 42.6. 14-point lead. You do the math.
I'm trying to do the math, but it seems like too much of an advantage for the Sulu Kings to
There you go.
get over.
That was my point.
But they're expecting RCP now to play a little bit of clock. They seem to have this game in the bag.
Yeah.
And with this win, they still have one more game against Bicol, and a
Okay.
victory against Bicol will most definitely give them the last slot at number 16.
Okay, so the ball goes back to the Kings.
And for the Kings, with this loss, they fall to 6-11 with still a game against Manila left. And if they lose that game, they could fall all the way down to number 15.
But still safe.
That's safe, but safe enough. But you go up against either Binyan, Nueva Ecija, or San Juan in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, I didn't say it was going to last long.
Well, actually, Caloocan still has a chance to go up to number 2.
Yeah.
So the top 4 slots not yet locked as of the moment.
So that's it. Sulu not really tightening up on defense.
And definitely the return of Paulo Hubalde brought some order to the offense of RCP, finishing with a double-double, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, and 6 steals. And of course, the effort points coming from guys like Hernandez, finishing with 9.7 rebounds, and of course, Kojak coming off the bench, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And now you know his backstory as well. So finally, the Sulu Kings give it up. And the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods clinch another win, 99-89. Here's our jumper party list super move of the game. Paulo Hubalde creating room where there is none. Classic move. And now for our top cock defensive play of the game. Huling-huli talaga.
Great rejection there for Hernandez.
So partner, who is our outstanding player of the game, partner?
It was a hard choice, but we really had to give it to the guy who finished with a triple-double, missing their previous 2 games. Dean Paulo Hubalde, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, and add to that the 6 steals.
Wow. Punong-puno yung stat sheet. And now he's with Daniel LaGuardia. Daniel?
First of all, congratulations, Paolo, for that triple-double performance. So for you, it's your game back after missing it due to some injuries. So how did you show us this great performance today?
Well, first of all, thank you kay Lord sa panalo namin. Well, yung coaches and my teammates helped me, especially yung mga PT namin, si Danilo and Randel, for maging healthy ako sa this coming game na to.
And so now that you are down to your last game, your next game will be your last for the eliminations. So what can we expect from you and your team to finish strong?
Well, like coach is saying, we do it the right way, we play the right way. And hopefully, this coming game, next game namin panalo, pumasok kami sa playoffs, yun yung target namin. And credits to sa team ko and sa management and sa coaches.
Of course, we have a lot of supporters that are watching us online and also live. Would you like to say anything to them?
Yes, first of all, we'd like to thank Mark 2 of Bonavida Center. Boss, maraming salamat. Swishbill, Sports Apparel, Gaba Bubble, Demigods, Mama, Gina Morales, Tito Mikey Reyes, para sa ito. Saka yung sapatos ko, 361 degrees. Maraming salamat sa iyo at pati yung switch, maraming salamat. Asawa ko, syempre. Saka yung sprinto ko na salamin. Pang bike yun eh. So maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and once again, congratulations, Paolo, for that amazing performance and for your team. Let's get back to you, Illinois.
All right, very well played game by RCP Shawarma Shack Demigod Noy.
Just fitting that he had his teammates around him at the podium.
Yes.
It was really a total team effort for the RCP Shawarma Shack Demigods.
Coming up next, the Manila City Stars versus Juan Munti. We will leave you in the very capable hands of the wandering Grumo, Sandy Grumo, and of course the Professor Randy Sakdalan. Whether you like it or not. Meanwhile, on behalf of Noy Africa and Daniel LaGuardia and all of us who make up Nudge Productions, I'm Bill Velasco. Stay tuned. 2 more action-packed games in the PSL coming right up.